Hello, 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 everyone. It's your girl. I'm Pastor BJ Connections or Brenda. I am here because we want to just talk to you all, and we're going to be starting back up our podcast, Pastor BJ Connections podcast, and I am so excited about doing that. And so, yeah, we're going. This is kind of lighthearted, and we're going to just be talking about some things and actually going through a healing process. I've been praying about this for a moment now, right? I've been praying about this and I've asked God, okay, so we're going to start back up this podcast, but what is going to be our central focus? What is going to be the thing that we're going to talk about, that we're going to, um, that's beneficial to people, and what is going to be, and what is my core population that I need to be talking to and wanting to talk to. And so yeah, God, He specifically told me to talk about the women in the church. Um, well, let's kind of define that a little bit, right? I want to talk to women as a whole, but I really want to deal with women in the church. I really want to deal with the African American women in the church, but I want to talk to women as a whole, and I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk to women as a whole, but I am going to reference a lot to African American women in the church, and we're going to be talking about their healing process and what does that look like in healing your heartbeat, healing the inner you, healing and serving. I know. I know that a lot of times we talk about healing and what does that really look like, and people say that they're healed and really not healed. I can be a witness to that. That there were times in my life, and areas in my life, that I thought I was healed from a thing, but I really wasn't healed all the way. There was still some residue that was still lingering, or that was still settled there. And so we're going to talk about some things, right? And I want it to be an open dialogue, and I want us to really dive deep, really go into some areas. I think I can help some women in the church. I've been through a lot in ministry. This year, June 5th this year, I will have been ministering for 27 years. 27 years. And when I tell you, they have not been the easiest 27 years at all. African American women, and it's controversial, I know, the statement that I'm about to make. African American women in the Black church are really suffering, are really being used and abused. And I dare I say, because this is going to be a hard one right here, dare I say, even pimped to some degree. Yeah, I said it, pimped to some degree. Yeah, yeah. So, Hippocrates says healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. I thought that was so powerful when I heard that. Women, African American women specifically, we carry a lot, and we can make that thing look good. Oh man, we can make it look wonderful, right? We can make it sound good when it needs to sound good. But one thing about African American women, we are emotional. Women as a whole are emotional, but African American women, I think, are more emotional because our hurt, our abuse, our trauma comes out, and it looks angry, it looks frustrated, it looks agitated, it looks unsettled, it looks loud, it looks Um, it looks very um, disheveled in its appearance and how we carry ourselves and what we do, and it will look in our posture, in our dress. It looks all kinds of ways, African American women. And so I know, again, I'm dealing with women as a whole, and it is healing process, because we're healing your heartbeat. We're healing your heartbeat. And the reason why, and it was powerful, I woke up and God gave me that. He said, talk to people about healing their heartbeat. And that heartbeat is our heart. That heartbeat is our soul. That heartbeat is that inner us that we try to find total and complete wholeness at. So this is what this podcast is going to be about. And I'm going to jump on various times. I'm going to be on various times. It's going to be live on YouTube sometimes. Sometimes I'm just going to upload videos, but I'm going to come live on YouTube. So if you're not a subscriber or a follower on my YouTube channel, go ahead, like and subscribe. And our YouTube channel is Pastor BJ Connections. Also, you'll also find our sermons and things like that up there as well. But our YouTube channel is Pastor BJ Connections. And so go ahead over to our YouTube channel, Pastor BJ Connections, like and subscribe, and be with us. I'm trying to put it up here so that you all can have it. um, and be a part of this. Follow this. Be a part of this. Again, there are sometimes I'm going to go live, and I want you to know and hit that bell notification so that you'll know when we're live and what we're going to be talking about. And I'm going to have some guests sometimes that are going to be with me as well sometimes. But I want you to get in the mindset, and I want you to think about taking this journey, really healing, really getting yourself to a place of wholeness. I know we say this all the time in the Black church. You gotta lead while you bleed, and fake it until you make it, and believe God and trust God. But listen, all of those things are superficial. You don't lead while you're bleeding, because then you contaminate, right? You don't fake it until you make it, because then you lose sight of really where you're supposed to be, because you're not being to thy own self be true. You're not being true to yourself. And you got to make sure that you're at the right place. And a lot of times, our blessings are held up because we're not completely delivered in some areas of our life. And so I want to help you become whole. I want to help you walk through this thing. And I want you to learn how to divorce your hurt. I want you to learn how to divorce your hurt. I want you to learn how to divorce your trauma. I want you to learn how to, get to a place where you can talk about that thing. Um, um, uh, uh, Laugh about that thing, be able to help somebody else get through their cycle of abuse, hurt, sadness, frustration, depression, oppression, all of that stuff. Because we have to learn how to be whole in everything that we do. You can't be effective and not be whole, because eventually it's going to show up in your business. It's going to show up in your ministry. It's going to show up in your life, in your job. It's going to show up in your finances. It's going to show up with your children. It's going to show up when you try to meet someone, be with someone, love on someone, your mate, your husband. It's going to show up. Don't think just because you have a season or a time where you're doing well, that eventually it will not show up. It will show up. And that's why you got to learn how to divorce your hurt, divorce your trauma, get whole, be healed from all of that. So come with us. Right, let's walk this thing out. Let's go on this journey. Let me help you get to a place where you find yourself really winning, really being satisfied, really being at a place of contentment. And whatever state that you're in, be ye content. But sometimes you got to say, let me deal with the state that I'm in so that I can get to a place of contentment, because we're in our hurt and our pain. We're not always content, right? We're unsettled a lot of times. And so I want to help you do that. And so I was looking up the word healing, and the word healing says, this is the process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. That's powerful. That's powerful. The process of making or becoming sound or healthy again. Now, listen, when we're talking about healing, that's also talking about healing of our bodies as well. Um, so getting in shape, eating right, not only mentally, spiritually, emotionally, but we want to also get heal. We want healing in our bodies, our physical bodies. We're gonna believe God. We're gonna trust God for all of this stuff, because that's who where our healing truly lies. But we got to do the work on our end. So we want to do the work. We want to go ahead and make sure that we are whole, healthy, and go through the process becoming sound, and not only sound, becoming healthy again. Because at one point in time in your life, you were healthy and you were whole. But what happened? What came in? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go through some of the things that I went through in ministry, some of the things I went through in life, and I'm pulling out some of the transparent stuff. I will preserve some names and won't tell some names and things like that, because, I ain't trying to out nobody and nothing like that. But we will talk about those things that have happened to me in ministry. Now, I will say, have I been perfect the whole time? Absolutely not. Sometimes we can cause our own affliction. Sometimes we could cause our own hurt and disappointments. Sometimes we can be the catalyst to our own trauma. When God said, no, don't do that. No, don't touch that. No, don't go over there. No, don't be with them. And we take it upon ourselves, and we actually do. So we can be the catalyst to our own trauma, and we don't even realize it. But we're talking about healing your heartbeat. That's what we want to do. That's what we're going to do. Amen. So go with me on this journey. Be with me on this journey, and watch what God does. I believe that this is going to be a phenomenal journey. Watch what God does. Watch how God turns your life around. Watch how listen, I'm always going to put God in it, because that's who I am. But watch how you begin to see the laughter and the smiles, and the joy that comes back into your life. That's what we're going to do. All right. So we're going to heal your heartbeat. Tune in, chime in. I'm going to be coming live, and I hope you be with us. Hope you invite somebody. All right. We're going to talk about the church. We're going to talk about the women in the church, right? And what does that really look like for us? We're coming to the forefront, and we're making a lot of noise. We're making a lot of noise. We are preaching, we are singing, we are writing books, we are becoming multimillionaires. You know, um, we are becoming who we're supposed to become. We are walking in our gifts and our talents. But in the midst of all of that, are you whole? Are you sound? Because you can make it up there, but can you stay up there? You can walk through those doors, but can you live beyond those doors? That's what we want to talk about. So I'm looking forward to being with you all. This was just to introduce us, to bring us back around again, to let everybody know, hey, we're coming back, and we're going to be healing your heartbeat. And that's what we're going to be doing. And so I'm excited. Join us. Watch out for us. Go to YouTube channel. Again, go to our YouTube channel and make sure that you like and subscribe. All right, Pastor BJ Connections. That's our YouTube channel. And we're going to be coming live. And we're going to make this thing it's just a phenomenal journey. That's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to make this thing a phenomenal journey. Join us. Be with us. I'm so excited. All right. Healing your heartbeat. We're gonna just be popping on, and you're gonna know. So hit that like bell, like and subscribe, hit that bell so you'll know when we're coming on and we're going to be live. All right. Looking forward to being with you all. Talk to you and be with you later. All right. See you then.